What's up, everybody? God, it's Friday. What a long-ass week. What's up, Beardy? Guess I need to do the Guild War stuff. Game's going down for maintenance in a few hours, huh? Ahoy, username. Oh, let's kill this. Okay, so we cleave this. Don't need you. Boom, 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 and Aram just to make it stick. And up top, we've got Fahrakin, so Belly Alien is involved. Oh, man. The top is actually even more cleavable than the bottom. Let's see. What can we do for this? Is it really just still Saria? I think it's still just Saria, guys. Let's see. We could just doom ba boom, pop into this, and everything's dead. Yeah, it's just Saria. Try Xeno / Charlotte in the new Guild Wars, maybe. Not against this bullshit, but yeah. I've already loaded these ones up, but sure. We'll go ahead and try it in the next one. Oh, yeah, Ahmed. Ahmed is in the shitter. Let's fix our Ahmed. Oh, wait a minute. Can't really do this with, Hey, I'll just fix Ahmed real quick. Fast can she be? That's not fast enough. Good enough. Asians should have their own Guild War. They are too sweaty for us European servers. Yeah, everybody's all excited about the servers merging for Guild Wars, and I was like, it's gonna be a really different world in the top 200, guys. Right, Prof Boy? It's an idea and a half, man. Pew. A pilfer for you and a whole bunch of pop damage for you. Have a good one, Prof Boy. Keep doing the good work. This is gonna push the stupid Fahrakin up and ruin my cleave. I can't believe I used the fast belly and bricked this. God damn it. Ugh, we didn't kill either. Boo. Tactical Kali, best waifu. I wouldn't go that far, Diana, but she is pretty damn good. No, I didn't. What's it about, Akti? Is it good? Hey, look, I used the wrong freaking, Used the wrong freaking Aram, too. The pupper is a real character. He's a real MLM character. Is ROOZID actually good, or is this people being hyped over numbers? Mostly that. He'll be a really good tech pick in Guild Wars. He'll be especially good as a trial hero for Guild Wars. Personally, I think he's just a crappier version of Watcher Shuri. It's just kind of fun that you can run him super fast. But in Guild Wars, it'll be really neat, right? You have your ROOZID blast somebody to activate your Sez, to activate your Closer Charles or your Vildred. I mean, there's lots of neat tech uses in Guild Wars for trial missions. But it's a it's like your best gear to make them do it, and then it's only usable in certain niche situations. Nah, he won't see any RTA usage, I don't think. Maybe low down where people don't expect it, but up high he won't see any usage. I forgot to switch the ARAM out again. What happened to ROOZID? His soul burn has 2.2 modifiers, so even at 300 speed, he can literally drop like 25, 30k damage into tanky units. So people are using him to one-shot things and be a speed imprint for the rest of the team. It's just kind of funny. Blammo! Here, I'll show it to you. I got it here somewhere. Is this it? No, it's the Xeno Cleave. That's the Aki bug. You know what? Let's go promote them. Let's go promote them. If you guys want to see this, go check out Where is it? 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 Why am I not finding it? That's his old channel. Yeah, King 7. That's what it is. So go give King 7's channel a sub, a follow, all that kind of good stuff, because this is his brainchild. I'm sure you're going to see 10,000 people. Grass Angel for sure has got to be on his way to putting one out, but he came up with the tech, so put some respect on his name. Check this out.
I'll do my best. I will show you.
Ow.
All my power. I'll show you justice. No.
That's a 300 speed ROOZID. Well, 296. That's a 296 speed ROOZID, and he did that. You believe Grass Angel already did that? Yeah. Loki can't post anything on Reddit without Grass making a video on it 3 hours later. It's kind of crazy.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I'll show you justice.
The whole ass montage of him here. It's great because if you build him 300 speed, he can open. And it didn't get to show it there, but you can imagine after this happened, that Vildred is getting ready to pop off with his dancing blade and clean up the rest of the team, who can't dodge because Xeno's on there.
No retreat.
That's dead.
The corrupt.
Oh, this is great. So the 2-for-1 special, right? So he's got Hecate on the team, so the front line unit's gonna die. So whoever ROOZID hits is gonna kill the front unit too. Check it.
My best. Get back.
Bam.
For our future. Get back. Quietly. No retreat. For our future. My best. For our future.
Awesome stuff. But as I was saying, that is not an easy build. And it's not exactly RTA viable. Because remember, he's only an 8-speed speed imprint, and you don't give speed imprint to yourself. That would nuke a tank. Yeah, it definitely nukes a tank. So does Watcher Shuri. Yeah, I believe he has the same base speed as Briar. Oh my god, did I fuck this up again? Need to pay attention. Not paying attention. Busy watching you guys. Yeah, let me show you how not easy this build is, right? We'll grab the pupper here. Manage. Recommended. Recommended. We're going to want them on a pen set. We're on the speed all the way up. We don't care about any of this. We want a little crit damage. We want a little attack. We don't care about any of this. Need some crit chance. There you go. 295. I'm going to have to mod crit chance on here somewhere. I'm not even sure if I can mod crit chance on here somewhere. Okay, so this is the same ROOZID that Loki was using with 10 less crit damage, 6 less crit chance, and 200 less attack. So go see if you can build one. Here, I think I got the stats here somewhere. Let me look. Yeah, here we go. This is Loki's ROOZID. Screenshot it and tell me if you can build this. Now mine would work, but yeah. Opener speed with the crit chance and with the damage in a world of super fast units, it's going to be really tough to get them to work. But what's going to be really good is in a lot of people don't know, in the Guild War tournament that just happened, in that special tournament they have what's called trial points, and trial points are if you special tech picks, like you use a whole bunch of 3 stars or 4 stars in your teams. You get extra points from those trial picks, and that's determining some victories. Like for example, this was Vic Chun's picks in the tournament, right? We got Godmother up here, we got Leah down here, got Arrowell up here, or not Arrow, but Inos up here, and freaking what's her name, Wanda. He's doing this because it gives him bonus points when he wins. So winning with these harder to play units gets you bonus points. And Palladia racked up so many trial points that they actually got a whole win better into the opponents. So that's pretty much what let Palladia win that fight, is they were just much better at trial fights than Veritas was. So ROOZID would help in that area. But is he good? Is this the way everyone's going to... No. This is quintessential MLM. This is right up there with make a 280 speed ML Para on riposte set and rule the world. It's like, yeah, the gear is insane to do this one little trick thing. Don't buy into the hype that that's going to be the way to play him. But if you can pull it off, it'll be fun in Guild Wars and maybe a bit in Arena. I don't think you're taking it into RTA. But definitely go and have some fun with it. This would be a fun one to use it into. Okay, Xeno and Moon Bunny. That looks fun. And a little bit of damage up here. Okay, you guys want to see new units done? Let's replicate what Hino did here. It was Renak, right? Yeah. I don't have Xeno. Go get him, Beardy. He's free. I mean, he's kind of free. Wow, that is a fast Yule Hawks. Okay, it works out for the best. He costs points, guys. I mean, Beardy may not have the squeezins to go buy him. You know, if people are wanting to get those EEs. How fast is my Renak? I don't know. She's like 310-ish. It's like my second or third fastest. Go to sleep. Ooh. Go to sleep. Half of my guild has this bug. You're not alone. Yes, they're patching it, guys. Here, check it. Oh, hang on. Give me a second here. So there's going to be a patch tonight with a little bit of maintenance, and it's fixing all of the BS that you guys have been reporting to me all day. So looks like here in about 5 hours, about 5 to 6 hours from now, there's going to be an hour of downtime, and they're fixing the guild donation issue where people can't progress the passive Orbis. They're fixing the Soulburn activation issue. They're fixing the Guild War attack team formation issue. This is the Aki bug, right? And they're also fixing the weird AI HP bar being displaced. So, you know, they're doing all of this, but there'll be a 1 hour interruption to the game. Oh, it looks like not to the game in general. It looks like it'll just be for World Arena, Draft Arena, World Boss, and Guild Wars. Will all be shut down. Which is funny, they say Guild Wars, because Guild Wars will have ended by then. Wait, no, Guild War UI mentioned. It was right here, guys. Oh. An issue that prevents interaction when accessing hero information during the setup of Guild War attack formation. Yeah. Boop. Resisted. Hey, no worries. But they got you guys. It'll be taken care of. Go to sleep, Ras. Sleepy Ras. Aw. Chunked them down, guys. No, I haven't. Shuna's not a real unit, so I haven't been playing her. I'll steal from you. Is are you abusing the what do you call it, the Aki bug where you can soul burn with them, or is it does it go beyond that? Eat a bunch of bombs. Aww. Or Kali. Yeah, if you don't have Kali, you might want to pick her up. She's really good. You'd S3, it wouldn't kill Byakko. The 2 hits way better than the 1 hitter. Fucking fear. That's garbage. New Kali? How's the new Kali? New Kali wanna fight. New Kali wanna fight. New Kali wanna fight. New Kali woulda won a fight, but he took her first. She's really good. She is really, really, really good. If you cleave or play aggressively, she's insane. But I still recommend, even all of that, I still recommend that you wait. Wait and see what's next if you're free to play, guys. She is not limited. You can slam her right onto your wish list as soon as her banner's gone. Olives will be putting her artifact there. Okay, I do not have a metric F ton of time today. I started my stream really, really late. So let's go take a look at this week's Hall of Trial. So again, we are fighting the rampaging Harsheti. We got new rules this time. We can't use the fun free run team because condition number 4P is do not have an Earth Elemental hero on the team. So goodbye, free run. That means we are back to using Fene, I suspect. And because we don't have free run spamming AoEs, it's going to be harder to control the stealth. Though Robin does work, she only has 1 AoE. So if you can pull off a Fire Aramentha, she has 2 AoEs, and that'll make controlling the stealth on the crystal just a titch easier. So let's go ahead and go with this build, or this setup. So we're going to work on our Fene first because she is our damage dealer. Now she's an HP scaler, so unlike before, the Hall of Trials artifact's not going to be that good for us because it is just straight up attack boosting. And though she does benefit from the attack, She doesn't benefit from it as much as HP, so I would recommend using Symbol of Unity or one of the other damage boosting artifacts if you have it, or ideally Frantic Flight. This is going to be your best in slot. This gives us 10% crit chance. We're only going to need 90% crit chance on her. We want to get to the 350 crit damage, and we want her to be dog slow. We want her to take the last turn in the fights so that everybody else can set the stage so that she can drop the hammer. So let's go ahead and build her up real quick. This isn't bad. 350 crit damage would be ideal because you really get bonus damage from that crit damage, but I like that we're stupid slow. 28k health is really nice, and you know, we're a little shy in crit damage. I could probably sit here and tinker with it and force it to 350 crit damage, but we're just going to run this. Okay, Fene complete. Next on the list is going to be Ruiza. Okay, so here's the thing. We got to remember that we have got 28022 health on our Fene, because Ruseit will always target the highest HP unit on the team, and in a perfect world, you want that to be Ruiza or Acades. Now, it's a little tough making it Acades, because remember, we want 100% crit on her, whereas Ruiza, all we need is 100 effectiveness. We don't really need any crit on her, so it makes her a little bit easier to build. So let's go ahead and build up our Ruiza with as much HP as we can, and a little bit of defense and a little bit of effectiveness, and go. Okay, this is good on the HP, but we're a little shy on the effectiveness. We'll nudge that up. Okay, this is actually pretty freaking awesome. Higher HP than Fene, so she'll take the hits, and enough effectiveness, and you don't need crit because the front row unit always gets 100% crit chance. So let's just try this build for now. And for an artifact, how about we give you... Oh, I know what you're going to get. We're going to give you Renewed Will. Now, don't worry if you're not at 100% chance on Renewed Will. It doesn't have to be plus 30 because we don't care about the CR pushing. That's not what we're here about. She only has one AoE skill, and it's a point where it doesn't matter. What matters is the attack boost, and you get, even at plus 15, you get more attack boost out of this than anything else. So if you don't have Renewed Will, use a Card of Small Miracles, Super Duper Water Gun Shooter, all those kind of artifacts to get your bonus attack. Next, let's go with Aramentha. Aramentha, we will put you on Warhorny, and she is our AoE. She's the one who's going to knock the crystal out of stealth. So we actually want her to rotate and cycle her turns quickly so we don't get stuck. So we're going to build her a little bit faster than normal. I want 100% crit chance, 100% effectiveness, and enough bulk that she stays alive. So let's see what we can do for Miss Aramentha. Let's get your HP and defense up, a little bit of effectiveness and crit chance. This is too slow. Let's get your speed up. Okay, close. This is not half bad, right? This is touching greatness. We're a little bit behind on the effectiveness. We're a little bit behind on the crit chance. I'm going to force a crit neck and see if that helps out. That did not help out because I guess we're already getting one. Can I take the defense down a notch? Perfect. We got relatively fast, should cycle enough, 100% crit chance and the 100 effectiveness, and enough bulk to stay alive. The defense is a little tragic, but hopefully HP gets us there. Wait, it's not stealing from any, but it's stealing from a Ruiza. Okay, don't take from a Ruiza. Try again. Shit. This is okay. This is fine. We'll roll with the punches. Bollocks. Okay, you know, we'll find it somewhere. We're going to find it somewhere. I'm going to go with this. And then we just need to get 6 more effectiveness and we can afford to drop some crit. So let's find some effectiveness on some HP boots here. Here. We'll just run with this, guys. We'll just run with this. This is a little thin. If she dies, we might have to re-gear, but it checks all the boxes. 100% crit, 100 effectiveness, and plenty of HP. A little bit more defense would have been nice. Make damn sure you are not running her on the detonate burns effect. Stacking debuffs is important. You do not want her to pop the debuffs that you work so hard to stack on there. The other ones don't really matter. I mean, I guess the increases chance to burn one is probably best in slot, but just don't go with the detonate one. As long as you don't have that, you're good to go. And last is Akahades. We just want to make sure Akahades has less than 20k health. Her speed doesn't really matter because we are always going to have the option to whether or not to S2 or S1. So she can be kind of any speed you want for this. Let's go ahead, though, and get her that 100% crit. So recommended, include, let's just give you, we'll give you a little bit of speed, lots of HP and defense, and a lot of crit chance and nothing else. Okay. Little bit less speed would be fine. There we go. Whoa, are we overstated on crit? Wow, it's really going to be like one or the other, huh? Oh, you know what? You can't have Aramintha's weapon. I'm tired of messing with it. A little slower than I want, but we're going to make it work. And let's give you, if you have it, slap. Queen's Whistle. Again, much like Renewed Will, it's just the highest attack for all allies. If you don't have one, super duper water gun shooter, card of small miracles, any of that kind of stuff would be good. Doesn't she need less than 20k health? She just needs less health than the highest health unit, but her heals are HP based, so why not run it up? All right, let's see how this team rolls. Turn auto off because for some reason Smoggett loves turning that crap on. Blammo. Okay, we're just going to S1 repeatedly until we get to the break phase. $75, plenty. We got plenty of turns. I'm just going to cleanse. Get a little heal going on here. Stay healthy. 70, 65. As long as you get below 60, you're good, and we are good. We're at 60%, so there's no real reason to hit again. I'm just going to S2 myself, reset my skills, build souls that I don't have. Big pink fart cloud, and we are into the strip phase. So we need to hit Ruseit with 2 strips. They have to be attack-based stripped. Non-attack-based strips don't work, so make sure you don't S2 with Ruiza. We'll just S1. The crystal here doesn't do anything. Now, both of these strip, but the S2 is a non-attack. It will not work, so we'll use the S3. That'll be our first strip, taking the mana shield from a Roman numeral 2 down to a Roman numeral 1. And Aramentha can do her strip. That is her S2 skill. So let's go ahead and drop that. That'll get rid of the shield and pop us into the break phase. Here we are. Now, for people who weren't paying attention last time, you hit the crystal 3 times. The crystal goes into stealth. If Fene hits Ruseit, it'll disperse all of the buffs she's built up and do the big damage. So until you're ready for Fene to drop her nuke, you need to make sure Fene can target the crystal. So in a perfect world, you want Fene to be the 3rd hit, and then Aramentha can pull it out. So keep a good attention on what's going on here. So we're going to have, Aramentha do a hit, and we're going to have Ruiza do a hit, and that will let Fene be the 3rd hit. So there's no reason for my Acades to do a hit, so I'm just going to go ahead and S3 to give us a pass on this round. There is a 1 hit. There is 2 hits. I forgot how stupid fast my Aramentha is, but that's okay. I can either choose to hit Ruseit, let Fene take the hit, or I can AoE. I'm just going to go ahead and hit Ruseit. That will allow Fene to be the 3rd hit. Bam, crystal is now stealthed. We'll S2U so you don't take a turn. Aramentha should cut here. She did not cut, but that's okay. We got time. We can squeeze 1 hit off there. Notice every time you crit, she is stacking her weakness scale up. You want to max this out before Fene drops her nuke. We're going to S3. That'll take the crystal out of stealth. Give us some more debuffs. And now we can hit the crystal again. So there is 1 hit. Keep track. If you lose count, you're in the shitter. It's going to be 2 hits with Aramentha. Let's check the CR bar. 2 hits with Aramentha. And then I can use this to expand. And then she can AoE. And then, no. You know what? We'll just go around the horn. So let me see. Hang on. I got this. 1 hit. 2 hit. 3 hit. Aramentha cuts and exposes. Let's do it that way. So I'm going to do... I've already got 1 hit on the board. Wait, I miscounted it. So I got 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and then Aramentha laps around, exposes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got the time for that. So we'll just do a non-attack here. Two hits. Yeah, see, Aramentha lapped. It was a good call. 3 hits. Crystal is now stealthed. And now we've exposed the crystal. We've stacked up enough stacks to get the maximum target weakness of 7, but we want to max out the debuffs on Ruseit before we drop the nuke. So once again, I'm going to hit the crystal. There's 1 hit. There's 2 hits. I'm going to do a 3rd hit with this one because I'm going to have Aramentha expose. 1 hit, 2 hit. No, I need to target this. So we're going to S2 ourselves. Perfect time to spread the debuffs. This is a non-attack skill, so it doesn't count. Now we've maxed out the bar. My Fene is going to go ahead and nuke this round, so I may as well just hit over here and get some free points. And there's plenty of room. I could min-max, or I could play around, try to maximize the hits before my Fene drops, but I'm not going for top 3. I'm just going for top 100. So let's go ahead and drop the S3. This should do an insane amount of damage because we're at the 7x max. We've stacked up our weakness, and we got maximum debuffs, and bam, 22 million points into the next phase. All right. One more time. So... Nobody's really hurt enough to care, so let's go ahead and do a hit here. That's one hit. We might want to check how many hits are on the crystal. Does anybody remember? I think I had 2 hits on the crystal, so the crystal's ready to go into stealth. So we want to make sure we put it into stealth so we can peel it out and go into the final phase with the crystal fully reset. So let's go to 2, 3, ouch, and ouch. 4, 5. And let's see, we've got one more around the horn. We just need to do 3 more hits. I think we're fine. 70, we need 2 more hits. We'll go ahead and stealth the crystal here. 65. Big hit. Another big hit. We'll have a Katie's top off all the healing. And this hit here should proc an extra hit. And I'll take care of this crystal being in stealth when I use one of the 2 AoE attacks to do the strip. So I'll just hit here. No green units this time. That's why we're not using Fahrakin. No green units allowed. Okay. So once again, we've just got to break the barrier and go into the phase. So we'll S3 here. And wasting time, may as well just S2 myself. And then we got an S2 here, and that will strip the shield and put us into the second and final break phase. Okay, once again, pay close attention to how many hits are left on the crystal, or statue, or whatever you call this thing floating in the front. Remember, you want that 3rd hit to be Fene, because if it's stealthed and Fene has nothing to hit, you brick your run. Because once Fene hits Ruseit, she will dispel all of the buffs she's built up, and you will probably not have time to build it up again. It may even end the phase. So that's 1 hit for the crystal. And 2 hits for the crystal. Aramantha is going to cut, so I'll go ahead and make this my 3rd hit on the crystal. Now it's stealthed, and Achades can S3 to uncover. Fene only gets 1 hit on Ruseit. If you S3 right out of the gate, if you can get her into the fight first and S3 right out of the gate, she can get multiple hits, but you really got to time it. As soon as she gets a stack, she'll blow the bar out. Where was I? Okay, so 1 hit, 2 hit, Fene's the 3rd hit. I like that. Where is Aramantha? Okay, Aramantha can't uncover, though. Aramantha can't uncover. It's okay. This is fine. Watch this. S3. One hit. 2 hits. I really thought Hades was going to pass and I could reset her. Will she cut? My Fene is at 100 speed. My Aramantha is at 230 speed. So my Aramantha will cut ahead of Fene. So I'm safe to have... I'm safe that, yeah, I'm safe. I'm pretty sure I'm safe. Just to be doubly sure, I'm going to go ahead and throw this over here. And S2 this to myself. And S1 over here. Fene hits here. Now it's stealthed. And now it's uncovered. We're fine. It's safe. We've already stacked up all 7 levels of weakness, so it's just a matter of getting maximum debuffs on Ruseit. We've got time, so I'm going to go ahead and put another burn over here. I'll have you S3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plenty. We will spread. Now we got maximum debuffs, so we get maximum damage. We got maximum weakness, so we get maximum damage. Everything is perfect. We could go around the horn one more time. If we wanted to play risky, maybe let Aramentha or Ruiza hit Ruseit. Might get us an extra 15, 20k, 30k, at worst an extra 100k damage. Not freaking worth it. Just going to pull the trigger, get it done, do my big damage, and end the fight. 62.3 million points. Now, there are ways I could min-max at Milka for a few more points. I could tweak the gear and fribbles, do things a little bit better, but hopefully this is enough to secure me a top 100 run. Where does this end us? Oh my god, so many achievements. Number 5. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now, over the next 3 weeks, some Chads might come up with new texts, and if they do, we'll analyze those as well. But this is your easiest route if you have the units. If you do not have Ruiza, use, you know what, just use Knockwall. Knockwall should work. You might need to use a Robin to get yourself some extra burns, but it should be fine. You'll have to target Ruseit a little bit more often with Ruiza and with Acades to stack your debuffs up, because you're not going, or sorry, with Knockwall and Acades to stack your debuffs up, or Robin and Acades, because you're not going to have, I keep saying Acades when I mean Aramentha, because you're not going to have that debuff transfer. But do your best to get as many debuffs as you can before you pull the trigger on your Fene. It's not going to be the easiest fight in the world, but it is possible. Hopefully that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, Epic 7. All right. Can you see my Briar Witch Asaria? It's almost half the score with Monk. Yo, Iga. Bro, your timing. We were just wrapping up, but since you're here, we'll try it. Welcome, welcome, man. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. Okay, so you don't have Ruiza, so we have got to use Knockwall. I mean, really, you guys have got to realize the whole reason that they do these fights is to get you to pull the units. They want you to pull the new units even when they're kind of garbage. Sorry, we won't be able to catch the patch stream. That's okay, brother, man. We aren't doing a patch stream tonight. It's only a 1 hour patch. So she's in the front, so she just needs to be super, super tanky and to have some effectiveness. Basically the same as Ruiza. Can't have this piece. Num, 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 num. Yeah, you know what? Let's just try it. And change, you can have this. Knockwall's got no real AoE skills, but it doesn't matter. Let's just see if this works. Hey, have you heard about our Lord and Savior ROOZID? Everybody's excited about him. 2. Ouch. Ouch. 3 and 4 and 5. 6. Ouch. And 7 and 8. That's all we need. So let's heal up. Knockwall, what are you doing? All speed tuning on this is ass, guys. Speed tuning is so ass. It's gonna be rough. Okay. Hit. Strip number 1. It's fine. This is fine. Ouch. Ouch. And this one, right? Attacks all enemies. And this is strip number 2. Okay, we got 1 debuff. So we're going to go 1. 2. Oh, come on. I didn't stick the burn. 3. 4. 5. Stick the burn. Got the burn. Lost count on the crystal, guys. This isn't a good look. Just going to S3 here. I'll show you after this fight. Okay. Okay, that's 3. That's stealths, and that's fine. Put a bleed here. Do this. Please give me a stack of burns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8. We're going to be 1 short because of that freaking burn that didn't stick. Oh, the other thing to pay attention to that I didn't pay attention before is your frantic flight level. Make sure your frantic flight is 6 before you push that damn button. Making them unhealable. We can stick an unhealable. We're short. We're short. We're short. We could have gotten 1 more on there and we would have been 9 instead of 10. Damn. That's okay. Pop. And it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to hit here. We drop our S3. What's 8 debuffs give us instead of 10? Yeah, we lost about 10 million points there. How can I get more debuffs on them? Can we use debuffing artifacts? Do debuffing artifacts proc or not? I can't remember. Are we back? My internet dropped. Anyone there? Say hi in chat if we're back. All right. What's up, Zol? Glad we're back. I didn't even think about using Robin for this. Robin might be like clutch for this instead of Knockwall. Let's try her out and see. Hey, everybody. YouTube's back too. Awesome. Okay, so instead of Knockwall, let's try Robin in front, and let's see if that works. I just put Knockwall's gear on Robin. She's got 30k health, so... Oh, but we're not getting the special buff because we needed Knockwall for the special buff. Urgh! This mode is so ass. Okay, hang on. We're just gonna put Robin's artifact on Knockwall, right? Knock, who took your ring? I went back too far. It's okay. Okay. We'll just rebuild it. This is fine. This is fine. You don't need crit chance. You're up front. A little more F. That's fine. A little bit more HP. This is fine. We're just going... Oh, no. This is... Yeah, this is fine. This will work. Oh, yeah, because Robin's artifact, it gives us some effectiveness, too, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it doesn't. You know, 85% to a chance to inflict burns is still 85% chance. Let's go. Three, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. 7, 8. Overkill and heal. Why not use Ruiza? Because there's going to be somebody in my video saying, what if I don't have Ruiza? So we're having a what if I don't have Ruiza version. Hey, Supa, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. 2 months. You've been here for 2 months. I have to welcome you to nothing. You know what it's like. I appreciate the support. Wow, she lapped. This is fine. Cleansy. And strippy into the break phase. Okay, 10 buffs we're going for. Alrighty. Don't want that. Hit number 1. Okay, we got 3 debuffs. 4 debuffs. You hit the crystal. First hit on crystal. Let's just heal up. It's okay, we get 2 deep, but we get bleed and a burn here. Go. 5 debuffs. Second hit on crystal. Third hit on crystal. Frantic flight stacked up to 4. Unhealable. Okay, there's 5 debuffs or 6 debuffs. First hit on crystal. Her S1 is a freaking 60% chance to burn. I don't want to do that. Second hit on crystal. Third hit on crystal. It's stealthied. AoE. How many debuffs? 6, 7, 8. We just need this to proc the bleed and the burn. Wait, it's not the bleed. Where's the bleed? I swear I thought she had a bleed on here somewhere. Can she be silenced? Of course not. Give me the burn. Okay, so hear me out. If instead of using Araminta's S1, I had used Knockwall's S1, we would be at 10 right now. We would be at 10 right now because she had an 85% chance to proc as opposed to Araminth's 60% chance to proc. So I do think you can stack it up to 10 debuffs. And as long as you can stack it up to 10 debuffs, you can drop the big bomb. It's just going to take a little bit more RNG and holding your mouth just right, but you can definitely do it. Okay, into 9 debuffs, we get 15 million. I'm going to try to get all 10 debuffs in phase 3. See if we can end it with a bang. Does Acades need to be molled for this? You want to mola her skill cooldown so she has the option of spamming S2, S3, S2, S3. So you want to mola for the cooldowns on the S3. So it's only like 3 Molagora, but it's worth it. 80. You can also use Amelia. She is way, way harder to tune, but she does have an AoE attack imprint, so that can make your Fene hit a little harder. But I don't think it's worth it. It's just so much more comfortable using Acades. $65, 60, so we're good. This is the last hit, so nothing else really matters. Get some free points. Okay, I deleted Araminth's S2EE. Now I can't ever revert it. Shit. That's dedication for you. Okay, first strippy. Heal up here. Get it here. And second strippy. We might enter the break phase with 3 debuffs here if we're lucky. Oh, 4. Hell yeah. We're on fire, guys. Here is 5 debuffs. 1 hit into the... Oh, second hit into the crystal. Second hit into the crystal. Good to freaking know. So we have to hit Parsetti so that Fene can be the 3rd hit. So, hit here. Do we get burn? Oh, we got burn. We got burn. We're good. That's 2 here. You stealth the crystal. You get me another bleed. Nice. We expose. Okay, we're up to 9 debuffs. We just need 1 more. S3. Oh, I should have S1. We need to stack her weakening stacks. We're only at 4 right now. Okay, so there's 1 hit. 2 hits. I'm not sure if Fene is going to cut Knockwall or not. I'm going to hit over here. So that's 6 stacks. We'll let Fene go around the horn just in case. So I'm going to S2. Fene did cut, hits the crystal. Crystal is stealthed. We hit here. Okay, we got all 10, guys. All 10, all 7 weakenings, and the trial points. We'll expose just because why the hell not? We're allowed to have 1 last hit, and kaboom. $45 million. It's into the bottom half of the top 100. Are you going to hold top 100? Probably not. Top 100 is going to be entirely people with Ruiza, but this lets you get a very, very high score. 45 million, and if I'd done the first phase correctly, I probably would have eked out maybe an additional 6 or 7 million. Let's say 52 million if I'd done the first phase correctly and gotten all 10 debuffs. Probably. But you got 2 things going against you. 1, it's a little harder to stack, and 2, the Resonance Heroes. You get, where does it show the Resonance Heroes? You just get a much bigger damage boost using Ruiza than you do using Knockwell. But Knockwell is still a pretty good damage boost in a pinch. Enough to get you top 100 early on and easily secure top 1% for the entire week. Right now, 45 million is, if that had been our first run, we'd be chilling somewhere around rank 69. Nice. And if I'd done the first phase correctly, probably I would say somewhere around rank 40. It just depends how sweaty people get with this as to whether or not that will hold top 100. But I strongly suspect there's going to be 100 people using Ruiza who are going to lock this out, depending on the server you're on. Anyway, hope these teams help you out. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, Epic 7. Whew. So there you go. It can be done. It's ideal with Ruiza. The whole reason they came up with this resonance system is to make you want to pull the unit, right? They got tired of us finding ways to beat Hall of Trials without using the new unit. So they basically have forced our hands on using the new unit to encourage it, because everybody who wants those EEs, who wants those what do you call them? Fate gazes to get those EEs is going to be needing to pull the new units. Do I recommend that? No, don't play their game. It's just a little bit slower getting your stuff. But there you go. There's your team. Can we get an Ian clear as well? It's the exact same team. Just use Ian and accept the fact that you're only going to be top 5%. But it's literally the same team, guys. Put a debuffing artifact on there. Which unit do you guys use if you don't have Aramentha? If you don't have Aramentha, use Rabino. Just kind of accept the fact that you're going to have a little bit harder time controlling the crystal. Be very careful, because she's only really got one AoE, whereas Aramentha has two AoEs, but you saw we got through not using both AoEs, so it is possible to do it with Robin in a pinch. But again, you're just adding additional layers of making sure you control the crystal so that Fenny can hit when you want her to hit. Effect or DPS helm? Do you need speed DPS gear more, or do you need opener gear more? That's a you question, my friend. I made speed DPS helms the first couple of times this event came around because I was having a lot of trouble gearing my speed DPS units. But then now my speed DPS units are pretty good. So now I'm working on a speed effectiveness opener. Actually, for me, it's going to be armor. I thought she only had one. Am I mistaken? Attacks all enemies. Oh, I take it back. She does have two. She does have two. 4-turn cooldown, 4-turn cooldown. Aramentha. 4-turn cooldown, 4-turn. Yeah, I guess there's really no freaking difference, so go either. Yeah. Both would work fine. No. We're done with this for the rest of the freaking month. Go Shadow Company shopping. Angel of Death. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. What's the best speed for Kali? 5% faster than the enemy unit you want her to go before. I'm not being plucky. Anytime anybody asks me how fast does an opener unit need to be, 5% faster than your enemy's highest speed. That's literally the answer. If you're taking her into somebody who is just spamming Bossarunka, Ilanov, and 2 other slow units, then she could be 220 speed. If you're taking her into people who are running Renox and Rands and stuff, well, she better be there to bump draft somebody else and just be 5% slower than your opener. I think if you're playing Cleave, you probably want her in the 270 to 290 speed range, but make sure she's 5% slower than your opener unless she is your opener. How to build Sinful Angelica, 200 effect resistance, and enough bulk to take those first 3 hits to the face. .200 ER, make sure she doesn't get pushed back. Slower than 220 speed. If she's faster than 220 speed, she can go before the Wyvern does its blasts, which can mess up your run. And enough bulk that she doesn't die from the first 3 initial hits, so then she can get her S3 off, attack buff your whole team. You want her to be the first unit to go, but not faster than the dragon. She attack buffs your whole team, and now she's immortal. The 200 ER makes sure the immortality can't be stripped. The effectiveness is nice because it gives you a chance to defense break, but you saw my team kills before she even takes a turn. Now, if you're running, instead of Strays, you're running like Furious or... I don't know, what's his nugget? Fuck, the thief guy, CR pushes you. Why am I brain farting on his name? This asshole, Mooey. Then, then having the defense buff on her can be nice to help bust down the gates. If you are going to run Mooey, though, if you are going to do like this team, then you may as well just put Brieg in the front. Because you're not really running a 1-shot anymore, you're running a 2-shot, which is fine. It's still fast, and this is the most free-to-play version. I'm not even going to check their gear. I'm just going to show you that it works. 2 and 3, and then this hits and then gives me a defense break. Maybe I should have checked the gear to see if they actually had effectiveness on. Some bleeds, Mooey. Oh, we did. We got a defense break, and then this damage comes in. It'll do most of the bar, but not quite enough. See, it's slower, but it's stable. I'm pretty sure a lot of my units are missing gear. We'll check that in just a minute, but it works. And it's probably the most free-to-play friendly version of this team. Sigrid's a free unit. Brieg's a free unit. Corinne's a free unit. Mooey, I don't know if Mooey's free or not, but he's a frickin' 3-star, so he's easy to pick up. 2 of my units are level 50. I think my Corinne's level 50. My Corinne could be level 50. So this works. Mooey is free. See, the whole damn team is free. The only reason I use Singelica is because it's faster. And because, well, hell, I'm not using her anywhere else. She gives an attack buff, which is nice with her imprint, and Strays is just funny. Who doesn't like using Strays? So this is just a little bit faster for me. But yeah, check out this Mooey. Wow, look at that. Big boy was geared, and geared proper too, with Daydream Joker, enough effectiveness to get it done, some crit chance. I must have used him for a video at some point, so that's actually a pretty well built Mooey. And just make a super tanky Brieg. You don't have to use this artifact, it just helps. It doesn't matter, it's running in the background, doesn't matter how fast it is. Exactly. Exactly. If you got a team that works, don't let me tell you another team's more important. Top model Luluca OP now. Allow me to illuminate you on the good word of the most impactful unit of 2020. That's a whole ass Bossarunka over there. You see that Bossarunka over there? Show me what you got, top model Luluca. Ta-da! Zeroed out her health. A Bossarunka. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's not impressive. You're just running a high damage top model Luluca. Once you look at the attack and the crit damage and realize how hard she freaking hits with the attack and crit damage that low. So low, in fact, I'm able to make her speed that high and still pull that shit off. She's not even on an artifact that does damage. If you really want her to nuke, pack some, because she doesn't need souls to do additional damage. All souls do is reduce her cooldown or help somebody else on the team. If you really, really wanted her to do some damage, slap her ass on this freaking artifact and blow things up. Absolutely blow things up. And get the skill cooldown reduction so you can go even faster. In fact, if you're able to burn with this artifact, you'll be able to S3, I think, twice in a row. Because you get a 2-turn reduction from the soul burn and then a 1-turn reduction from the time matter. So yeah, you only have 1 turn left, which is her taking the next turn. But you'll have to pack a book somewhere else. How good is Kali? I won with Kali here. And I won with Kali here. And I won with Kali here. And I would have won with Kali here, but the son of a bitch took her. She is really good, guys. She's really good, and she is really, really not limited. So don't get sucked into it. I know it's hard. You're watching people do these amazing things with these new units, and you really want to be a part of that hype, and that's fine as long as you're willing to spend for that privilege. But if you're a free-to-play player, try to hold out. Try to hold out. We just got a few more a few more weeks left, right? It's the 13th, Friday the 13th. You can just hold out until like the 24th even. By the 24th, we should know what's coming in April. When there's a version update in a month that they looked us in the eye and said insane things are coming in April. So, yeah. What did I hear about ROOZID? I got you, fam. You ready for this? One more time for the people in the back.
I'll do my best.
Courtesy of Professor Loki. Anybody claiming this text lying, this is his brainchild.
Show you justice. No retreat.
Joe Pesci.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I'll show you justice. Punish the corrupt. I'll do my best. No.
Bam.
No.
Bam.
The corrupt.
And mind you, he's CR pushing your team. A 300 speed unit who also bridges the rest of your team and executes 1 to 2 units.
Get back. Quietly. No retreat. For our future, my best. For our future.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? Nobody's going to let you do this in RTA. Yeah, if you soul burn, his mods on his S2 are 2.2x. So his S2 hits like Assassin Kali's soul burn S1. His S2 hits like a truck. But before you get super excited about it, realize that this is not an easy build. This build is out of reach of, I would say, 95% of the game base. But getting this guy close to 200 speed with 100% crit chance and enough damage to pull that off so that he can then bridge your team. Where he's going to be really good is in Guild Wars, especially in the Guild War tournaments when people are doing trial fights. You'll be able to use this guy, burn into him, activate Sez, activate Closer Charles, activate Vildred. There's a lot of things you'll be able to do with this guy right out of the gate. I think it'll be really, really nice for a lot of Guild War fights, but ain't nobody letting you do this in RTA. Not really. Not unless you really catch them with their pants down, maybe in the lower elos, but it is kind of cool. And the fact that he packs a speed imprint and a CR push for your team makes him kind of neat. He's also a pupper, that is true. But really, it's not a lot different from Watcher Shuri. The only difference is his base speed is much higher than Watcher Shuri, so you can, in theory, run him as an opener and let him bridge your team, but he's still just a speed imprint that can execute one unit if you can't build the speed for him to go first. And let's be real, 296 ain't going first in 99% of RTA fights. And if you're fighting somebody who's tanking down, they're slapping Empyrean Ilanov on the team, so Pupper's not killing anything. Going to be a little hard to use. So it's being sold heavily as an MLM, and people are super excited about it. And it is cool. I love a good MLM. I love a good arena Guild War tech, but I would not go and put your best gear on ROOZID. And this, to mimic this would be my best gear. In fact, I think even my best gear, I would still fall a little short of what Loki built here. This is kind of wild. Which debuffer I use alongside Vildred? Any of them. Control them with Witch, stun them down with Silverblade Aramentha, and then you just hit them with anything to do 50% damage, and Vildred cleans up the rest while they're all stunned and controlled. Luluca Kali is insane. I don't think people are putting enough respect on Charlotte's name. Charlotte is absolutely insane. I think any of you guys out there that still have your Bossarunka built like this, I think this build is dead. I think people who have this build don't realize that they're playing an obsolete build now. Everybody's like, when are they going to run Moas again? I need my Rocket Punch duplicate and stuff. Don't realize that that time has passed. It's going to be incredibly difficult to play this build. Let me put my gear back real quick. I think if you're running a Bossarunka, not the 4K defense. Come on, Beardy. You know what I mean, though. High defense, mediocre HP on Rocket Punch, the aggro version. This version's dead. This is the only Bossarunka that exists anymore. You build an uber tanky one with ton of HP, and you get her ass on Proof of Valor. Noble Oath is dead too. Everything from top model Luluca to Charlotte penetrates defense and just murder stomps your team. So I think if you aren't running a high bulk proof one, you basically kind of have an unusable unit in RTA. Maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell. It is still early, but I just don't think this is a real build anymore. But we'll see. Oh, and somebody asked what sets you should run on Bologna. I think best in slot right now is Destro. I think it's really her only good set. If you don't have Destro, you can get away with running an injury set on her if you protect her really, really well. And that way she can stack up injury even faster so you can drop some nukes. I think counter and riposte set are troll. I think she does not do enough on counter and riposte set. You can try them, but they're going to be kind of hit and miss. You need her to be able to do the damage so that she heals on Siggers, so that she heals on her S1, so that she nukes when she S3, so that her S2 does enough damage so that you can do some injury. Immunity's fine, but again, I don't know that it's that big of a deal because she's so slow. I think Lifesteal is troll. If you're running Lifesteal, Riposte, Counter, all these are sets that do not do anything for her other than a little bit of sustain. And you've got the Evasion, you've got the Heal S1. I'm just not a fan of Lifesteal. I don't know how you're going to get the stat line to do enough damage to make Counter worthwhile, to make Riposte worthwhile, to make Lifesteal worthwhile. you kind of got to get the extra damage. And the only reason I'm giving injury even a little bit of a nod is because her damage ramps up the more injury you do. So you're paying down early low damage for later high damage. The her best combo though is Bologna plus Monarch Assaria. Bologna plus Monarch Assaria is actually pretty legit because the amount of times I swear I had a fight with one of those. Yeah, because what they're going to do is they're going to focus on killing Monarch because everybody's scared of Monarch. And by the time they have finished killing Monarch, they've taken so many Monarch counters applying injury and a handful of S2s from Bologna applying injury that once they've finally taken her out, Bologna can drop her S3 and cleave their team because you stacked up injury. So because I think this is probably about the only combo where I think she's really, really good. Is 290 speed Luna good stat for speed for RTA? As long as your opener is 5% faster than the enemy, yes. For this fight, probably not. Probably that Renok's going to go first. Let's pretend he had Ran up here and I had top model down here. 290's probably not going to cut it, right? I've only got plus 14 speed and he has got plus 12 over here. Probably not going to win. This fight right here, probably good. 290, I don't know. There are some C polys that are in that 300 speed range, but even if C poly pushes back, and then this goes, yeah, probably not here either. 290, probably not here. Over here would be fine. You would just have to get rid of Renok. Or have packed a reviver to bring her back, because frickin' Renoks are going to be faster than 290. Yeah, I'm going to say for the most part, no. It just depends on your pre-bans and what their bans are. Your biggest issues are going to be racing Renoks. So you're either pre-banning Renok or you are making sure you third pick her second. Let them lock in their third first. It's going to be a little rough in a racing game. You could always stack imprints with her, though, to beef her up. I initially went in with like a 292, 293 speed top model, and I thought I was going to be fine. And I had a 3,800 attack and 380-ish crit damage. I could find the build somewhere. I screenshot. I thought I was going to be fine, and then I realized how hard she hits, and I said, fuck it, man. I just put my real Ran gear on her. Just make her as fast as she can and still do damage, and she usually gets the job done. Because here's the thing, even if you don't kill the boss Arunca, you pair her with Vildred. All you gotta do is 50% damage, and then Vildred pops off and wrecks the rest of their team. And as to how fast should your Vildred be, I think anything above 200 is fine. I think mine's actually slower. Yeah, mine's 173, and he's never let me down. But I know a lot of people are running him in the 230 to 250 speed range. I think that's overkill, but you got to decide for how you're running your teams, for how you're fighting. All right, guys, one stupid RTA fight for the day, and then I'm going to go make some dinner. Is there a gold buff tonight? I will look after this. Man, Ruiz looks so good. Too bad she's so bad. Oh, no. Guys. Oh, no, we might be okay. This came up. We might be fine. Anytime I see that red dot there, I'm thinking that I won by wailing on the most important thing in Epic 7, and that's internet connection. I wish we could artifact filter by class when you're equipping them. That'd be neat. Where is she? Tikali. Wouldn't normally be my first pick, but, you know, you guys are wanting to see her, so here we go. That's my normal first pick. God, I feel like such an asshole. I was searching for her. She's right here at the top of the freaking line. No. I did not pack a lot of damage into this fight. A wild Ruiza has appeared. Really? So we've chosen death. All right, guys, let's get them. Who's the best counter for scales? You're looking at her. She's in the back, holding that side, looking nice. Come on, internet. Victory pose. Oh my God. Show me what you got. Pow. Blammo. I don't know if that's going to push that Yulha ahead of my Arrowell or not, or ahead of my Collie or not. It's a situation where more speed on Vildred should have been good. Alrighty then. Show me some bombs. He's still got Yulha. Never mind, he didn't have Yulha. Oh, and I got Hecate. Never mind. He's 12 kinds of dead. He's twitching on the ground. He just hasn't realized it yet. Man, I hope this is his internet and not mine, the way we crashed earlier. Gonna burn it for some extra damage. Put him through the chipper shredder. Oh, I do think I need to put a little bit more speed on my Vildred. So, yes. Having an opener who is also super fast, who can also control the enemy team, is insane. If she had just been a 12-speed imprint, she would have been used. If she had just had high speed bombs and frostbite, she would have been used. But putting all of those skills on one unit, holy shit is she good. Imagine if I didn't have Yulha, or didn't have a Hecate on the team, and that Yulha was getting ready to bring Rast back to life superhumanized, but she couldn't because Kali stunned her ass. If you guys like playing slow, if you like long drawn out fights, hopefully you get some love in April, because it's a cleaver's world right now and y'all just living in it. Oh wait, did I collect my Heart of Orbis? Oh my god, I need one more. Sure. Here, have a penguin. Ah. Oh yeah, that's right. She also dispels debuffs. God. Is there anything this girl can't do? All right, so 3, 6, 9, 24K away. I should have this done before the weekend's over. But yeah, I know I told everybody, go for helms, go for helms. Guys, I looked at my gear. I have plenty of helms. This armor is going to make... This armor will make this unit be 284 speed with 16k health and have 10 more effectiveness. It's just perfect for her. So yeah, look how happy she is. She's so happy I'm making her that armor. Oh yeah, gold buff. You can always click the little flaming thing up here and see what's going on. So yeah, right now there is a gold buff going on. Oh wait a minute, I'm sorry. This is from the guild. Right now it's Spirit Altar that's being buffed. Let me see. Hang on. Hack. March weekend buff event notice. Spirit Altar right now, and on the 14th is gold buff. Yes. Tomorrow's gold buff, hunt buff, and then of course, the day after tomorrow tomorrow is all buffs. So yeah, if all you care about is gold, you've got gold buff into kata buff into gold buff. Remember guys, 30% XP increase is technically more gold than a gold buff. If what you care about is gold, you care about this. And you go farm Adventure, you go farm Eulogy for a Saint, you get the 30% XP buff. If you really want to stack your gold, you get the 30% XP buff, and then you go into the shop, and then you go down to the normal shop, and then you scroll down right here and you buy this, or this, if you only have 1 day to farm. That's an additional 50%, and that stacks. Now you got an 80% XP boost. And if you really, really want to spend some actual money on it, you do that, and you go over and you pick up the monthly pack that gives you an additional 10% XP boost. That takes you up to a 90% XP boost. When you get XP and you don't have heroes for that XP to go into, that XP is immediately converted into stigma. You take that stigma and you go to the sanctuary, you pull up your Forest of Souls, you go into your growth altar, and you convert those stigma into penguins. Notice I have 1 million stigma. That because Smilegates are jerks, I have to spend 5,000 at a time. So if I did this, about 2 hours later, I would convert all of that stigma into penguins. Then you can go into your backpack. You can go into your backpack, go into your enhancement or growth ingredients, click arrange, and you can sell all of the penguins that you just crafted. And you can make 22 million gold. I am not kidding when I say this, is if you could farm Eulogy for a Saint for 8 hours straight with all 3 of those XP boosters, that 90% XP booster during the buff event, you would be able to walk away with about 80 to 120 million gold for 8 hours of non-stop farming. And you can do that twice every week for the entire month of March. So if you're starved for gold and you want to solve that problem, you want to be one of those guys that's got 400 million gold up here, just do that and sell your stigma. So wait till Monday. You could do it Monday or you could do it tomorrow. Do it Monday or do it Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, do it Monday or do it Saturday. Whatever. Do it during the 30% XP boost. Significantly better than just 30% more gold from hunts, where hunts don't drop that much gold. where events don't drop that much gold. This is all covered in my where to farm video for 2026, and you can literally just go to YouTube or Google and search for Tristen Wulf farm 2026, and it should be the first video that jumps up. It'll explain to you where to farm, how much gold per stamina is paid out of all the different places. I put nice little charts up down here so you can see how, you know, hunts pay you 195,000 gold per stamina compared to adventure that pays 564,000 gold per stamina. You can see why having a 50% or 90% boost to 564,000 gold per 100 stamina is better than having a 30% boost to 195,000 gold per stamina if gold is your only gear. Gold. If gold and gear is your goal, then farm hunts. If gold and catalyst is your goal, then farm adventure. If gold and friendship farming or gold and charms is your goal, then farm eulogy for a saint. There's a place for everything, and you want to farm for the best return on investment and always try to double dip. Always try to say, I need gold and this, and then farm the thing that gives you both. It's your game of resource management. Just like everything in life is a game of resource management. So hopefully that video helps you guys out a little bit. Do all the XP arties still work, even if everyone is max level? Yes, the additional XP from the XP artifacts spills over into additional penguins. You could technically get up to 100% if you have one of the XP artifacts. Let me see here. Somebody wanted to see my collie. This is my collie. She is speed tuned to not go before initiators that I want her to go after, but she's fast enough that after my initiators go, she's usually the next unit, and in a pinch, as long as there's another speed imprint, she can sometimes open for me if the enemy is kind of slow. But if I was using her to help give a speed bump to my Lethe, or a speed bump to my Nurse Yulha, or my Elagos, or my Spirit Eye Celine, or my Sea Phantom Polidas, or my New Moon Luna, all these, my Briar, all these units that are fast, but not quite fast enough to go first reliably. They need that 12 speed imprint from Kali. I want to make sure she goes after those units, do their thing, because most of these units strip, control, seal, all the things that make Kali's job even easier. So I slowed my Kali down a little bit. How fast does your collie need to be? If all of the units up here are 320 speed, well, then you can easily run a 310 speed collie all day long. But if all the units up here are 290 speed or 285 speed, then maybe your collie should be like more in the 270 range. You want to make sure, more important than what their speed is what order they go in. Think about the teams you're going to build. Look at the teams you built in the past and figure out where you want her to go in the rotation, and then take 5% of the speed and slot her in at that speed range where she goes, so that you know when you pick a unit that what is this? 181 speed divided by 0.95. I know that, 281 speed divided by 0.95. I know that as long as my unit is faster than 295, she's never going to cut them. So she works really, really well with my units that are 297, 299, 300. I know that if I want to pick her with Celine, there might be some RNG, but that's okay. None of these units strip. So I'm not really worried about her speed RNGing them. I am worried about her speed RNGing the units that strip. So I made sure she is outside of speed RNG range, so I know if I pick these, I don't have to sit there and go, crap, how fast was my collie? I know, I pre-built it, I speed tuned it. This is what we mean when we talk about speed tuning, is you make sure that the units that you always want her to go after, that she is 5% slower than the slowest of those units. And the units that you want her to go before, that she is 5% faster than those units. So 281 times 0.95, 267 units will always go after her. So if I pick her with Witch, there's a chance Witch might go before her, which really wouldn't be a disaster, honestly. But I don't even know of any units where I would care if she went after them. Flan. I don't necessarily want her to go before Flan, so this makes sure that my Flan goes after her and my Flan gets bridged up by her. Because if my Flan went first, there'd be nobody to bridge my Flan. So this lets my Flan sit down here safely, and my collie is able to go first and bridge her up. Think about these things when you're building your teams. It's all about speed tuning your units and making sure everything goes in the right order. And later we'll talk about attack tuning and HP tuning, which is a whole other ball of wax when it comes to building your units. And yeah, I like my Lethe. She's pretty cool. Fun unit. People forget that Lethe gets a free soul burn. So there were times when I would pick Shepherd DN, and then I would slam Lethe, and I'd slam Spirit Iceline, and they would always ban Spirit Iceline, forgetting that she gets a soul burn even when Bellion's on the field. So I would soul burn into their Bellion, and then my Shepherd would rip them apart. Those were always fun. Yes, remember, Epic 7, first and foremost, is a game of team building. Knowing the interactions of the units, knowing how their kits synergize, and building the right team. After that, it is a goal of, after you've built the team based on the skills, then it's gearing to that goal. The units are tertiary, because there's lots of units that serve the same role. There are subtle differences between Briar and Top Model and Ran, but they all serve the same role. They open the fight and initiate the cleave. You're not going to draft all three of them. You're probably not ever even going to draft two of them. But there's situations like when Ruel is around, like when Bossarunka is around, like when anyone else is around, and I just definitely need to go first. There's situations where each one is useful. But I would never build these thinking, how are they going to interact with each other? Because they are all used in different variants of the same team. They are my openers and initiators. Whoever your openers and initiators are, that's fine. As long as you have one and they're tuned into the rest of your team. Yeah, you want some built with intent? Check out my Zeo. You like this Zeo? You know why this Zeo is built like this? Is because this Zeo, even with the worst possible speed RNG, can never be faster than my Ran. So I'll pick Zeo and I'll pick Ran, and those dumbasses will ban Zeo thinking he's the fastest. Or they will pick something like Sage Ball and Cezanne thinking, oh, well, he's going to S3 Zeo, my Ball will cut up and sleep his whole team, but then my Ran goes first, Frost bites his Ball and Cezanne, and then my Zeo pushes his Ball back, and then it's on. So yeah, this went all the way back to the days when people would try to Zeo trap you, thinking, oh, Zeo has to go first. They pick all these units that F over Zeo, and then Ran would go first, and they give you a little shock day Kali emote and lose. Build your teams with intent. And sometimes I want a fast Zeo, and I got one of those too. My fast Zeo doesn't do damage. My fast Zeo is just here to stay alive and give barriers to everybody so I can buff stack. So if they pick units that strip two debuffs, all I need is my Ran to S2 and give attack buff or an immunity to everybody, and then my Zeo to have barriers on everybody, and boom, they can't strip me anymore. Righteous Thief ROOZID, is he even a real unit? Has anybody done anything good with him? That's crazy. I'm not even kidding. Loki showed me that shit last night, and I woke up this morning and I had like 25 DMs like, have you seen ROOZID? I was like, oh my God. It's like a running joke now. It's like every few minutes I'm getting a DM with somebody talking to me about ROOZID. Anybody else you guys want to see before I wrap it up? Because it's late and I got things to do. Exclusive equipment for DN. In my opinion, the one that recovers a shit ton of health. Actually, the increasing the CR, but it's only of the highest attack ally. That could mess my tuning up. I think I'm just gonna stick with the healing one, guys. I really do. I think I'll stick with the healing one. The cleanse one's nice, but mine's fast enough. I'm planning for her to go first. Is ROOZID intentional or a bug? It's intentional. They gave him 2.2 damage on purpose, and it doesn't really break the game, so why not? Is Kali good with tanky units? You're asking the wrong person. How am I building Bologna? I still think if you're building Bologna and you're putting her on anything other than Destro set, you're probably trolling. I think all the other builds are silly. For those of you who want to see the ROOZID fight, the ROOZID stuff, there's a link to Loki's video. Make sure you give it a like and give him a sub too, guys. Ring that bell. He brings some of the best freaking MLMs to this game. He's really popular on Reddit. His Reddit video has 50,000 views, but he's just getting a toehold on YouTube. You'll be able to see all kinds of cool tech on there, like this.
The corrupt. I'll do my best. No.
It's too good. I don't use Teu very often, but he's well enough built and ready for the fight. In a perfect world, maybe 10 more speed. Don't go below 160 or you're asking for it. Best in slot artifacts, definitely Krauls. You want him to have those souls. Wait, did that one shot? You know it's better than that, dude? How about this?
Get back.
How about two shot?
Quietly. No retreat. For our future, my best. For our future.
I wanted you guys to notice the words right above the 32.6k damage. Do you see them in purple there? They might be a little hard to say. They say proof of valor. He still did 32,000 damage. So yeah, it's kind of funny. It's definitely an arena Guild War tech. You're never doing this in RTA, but if you want to try to build it, go for it. It is a very, very difficult build. Very difficult build. My Vildred's probably going to change. After that fight we did just a few minutes ago, I think I want to try to squeeze maybe 20 more speed onto him. So I'm going to zoom him up a little bit. You can see this in RTA since he's a speed imprint. I can't. He's an 8 speed imprint. And 300 speed's not going to be fast enough to go first. So you're going to have to stack other speed imprints with them. And then he only kills one unit, and then your whole team gets fucked. And that's if somehow they didn't go first. People who aren't going to go first are going to be picking Bossarunka and sticking Empyrean Ilanov behind it, and then he's useless. I don't think it's going to work in RTA. Maybe in really low elos where you surprise people. No, ironically, Tomo's scaling is like 1.6, I think, and ROOZID is 2.2. ROOZID has a metric fuck ton more damage than top model Luluca. Top model Luluca just has 100% pen. That's why she's crazy. Actually, I think she dropped from 1.6 to like 0.07. It's just the pen makes up for it. Yeah, both KHM and Valky said that they don't see his viability in actual competitive RTA. Maybe in lower elos where you're messing around, sure, but I just trust the two of them. Most of Loki's techs are for Guild Wars and RTA, or Guild Wars and Arena. Now, where I do think it'll be great is as a trial pick for your for people who are in Guild War tournaments. That's going to be huge. And Tomo has much better stats. If you say so, man. My Tomo's 32 at 257, and his ROOZID is 31 at 273. I guess I think his ROOZID has better stats, but his ROOZID was hitting for like 32k damage there, and my Tomo's hitting for like 23, 24k. Anyway. I like Bologna, but she needs like what Bologna needs, if you want to win fights with Bologna, run her ass with as a Asaria, best friend, when you feel they set up a situation that you can't fight your way through. She's really, really good. And here I could have even just left Mort in play. Because if I had left Mort in play, my my DN would have sealed him, and then I'd run him over. And if he had, and if he had banned my just like this, and I left Mort in play, yeah, I'm not countering, but that's okay. Her S2 attack isn't considered a counter, and a Soulburn S1, and then to an S3, I could probably out tempo and kill that Mort. But the freaking elf's a little scary, so I needed to have one of these two in play to make that elf die. But yeah, she does pretty good. But she's easily countered. I lost like 17. Yeah, she is a very, very niche pick. You're only going to use her very occasionally. She's not a meta unit. She's a B tier unit right now. Unless somebody comes up with alternate uses for her, bam! She is definitely a B tier unit. And when I say B tier, remember that, you know, S tier is broken. A tier is you can use them pretty much anywhere as long as you build teams around them. And B tier is certain situations have arisen where the unit is insane and you drop it in there. But otherwise, the unit's kind of a dead pick. You're never going to first 3 pick a B tier unit. S and A tier for sure. How to counter Bologna, you can take units that stop resource reduction. You can take units that proc lots of barriers. You can just kill her because she's not super tanky. This is a big S3. This is her hard hitting shot. Did 13k damage. Luckily that was a really crappy Lady of the Scales. You can control her too, don't forget that. Kali's insane. Kali's an A tier unit who may well wind up being an S tier unit. I try not to call units S tier and without there being multiple units. Best teammates for Kali: Ran, Renok, Vildred, Bryceria, top model Luluca, ML Luna, Conqueror Lilius, Sea Phantom Politis. Yeah, any unit that you would normally build 290 speed or faster. Zeo, maybe not. KJ is abusing with Kali. Yeah, everybody is abusing with Kali. Every single one. Literally, every single one of these fights involves Kali in some way, shape, or form, except for the one guy picked her before I got a chance to. And then I just had to run him over with a classic cleave. I know Charlotte's on here, and that looks cool and everything, but she just sat there holding her swords, waiting for a turn, and she never got one because this guy got cleaved by my DN. My Elegos is like on B tier gear, so don't read too much into this Elegos. He is not the GOAT he used to be. He used to be 300 speed with a lot more attack, but he'll still get the job done like this. If your GOAT is not going to go first, he must be on the stealth at the start of battle artifact, or he will just get targeted and die. And some people are putting him on Ruiz's artifact, but I just still like offer you can't refuse. Yeah, Charlotte is real. I watched Deity, who has taken such a long break, he really doesn't know that much about RTA right now. I watched him just back-to-back spamming Charlotte. Back-to-back spamming Charlotte, and he said he would stop playing RTA when he lost a fight, and like 9 fights later, he still was nuking people with Charlotte and not losing fights, so she's one of those units. I think you just need to go into RTA and start slamming her and seeing what comps you can build around her, what works, what facilitates, or what works good with her, because she is pretty freaking terrifying. Trying to wait to regear my account until people figure out who the buffed units are worth investing. Yeah, right now the winners of the patch are in no particular order: Diane, Charlotte, Vildred, top model Luluca. I feel like I'm missing one. Lethe is really good, but I wouldn't call her a winner. ROOZID's fun, but I wouldn't call him a winner. Xeno is nice in arena. He actually does good damage. I'm not sure I would call... I mean, I would call Xeno the biggest winner if you're talking about most... He definitely wins the most improved unit if you're talking about winner, but I'm not talking about who wins it. I'm talking about who is most important, not who has grown the furthest, right? He definitely gets the Lifetime Achievement Award for sure. Anyway, all of them are good. Is there a bad one? I mean, even Arrowell is starting to see some play again, which is just wild to me that people are actually playing this unit again. That's more of the escort buff than her buff, but still 26.9k health, so 26,948 times 0.3. 33. So she's 26 8 times 0.0033333. Yeah, so she's getting 90 ER, so she's 180 ER because of her health. 180 effect res. I think Bologna should be damage set. No, riposte set is troll. If you're putting riposte set on Bologna, you're a fool who's getting what they deserve. 42% chance. You're banking everything on a 42% chance to counter. You're getting rid of 60% additional crit damage. The ability to actually do some damage just for a 40% chance to counter with a weaker kit that doesn't do as much damage. Riposte is trash. Counter set is trash. Lifesteal at least helps you heal, but you're still not doing damage, so I think it's trash. I think the only viable sets on her are Destro or a really, really good injury set if you're running her on a very tanky tank down team with other injury units to try to spam up injury fast so that her S3 can cleave. And that's almost as much MLM as telling people to build ROOZID right now. And I could not get a freaking 14 attack one of these. I must have bought like 9 of her EE. It just hid from me. Charlotte, she's relatively easy to build. She doesn't need crit chance, which makes it a lot easier to build her for damage, but trying to find gear that has got high crit damage that doesn't have crit chance on it, that's a little tough. Usually when you're looking for pieces of gear that have crit damage on it, there's usually crit chance hiding out there somewhere, wasting space, right? So that's the trickiest part. And she's a defense scaler, and usually when you got pieces that have got really high crit damage on them, they also have things like attack on them instead of... Oh no, sorry, she is an attack scaler. I'm thinking of Xeno. Where's my Charlotte? So yeah, I think she's pretty easy to build, really. Just make sure she's tanky enough to survive. How much damage do I get from Charlotte? I've literally used her in one fight, and I didn't get to push buttons. But I watched Deity use her, and she was amazing over there. So we'll see. All right, guys. For real, 7 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and start a raid up. You guys let me know if you want to see anything while I'm looking for somebody to raid into. Wow. Not a lot of English-speaking channels open right now. Oh, Guido! I haven't seen Guido in forever. We're definitely going to go check out Guido. Can you see my Fene? Yeah, she's... This isn't the Fene I used in Hall of Trials, mind you. This is just my normal... Bollocks. This is just my normal everyday Fene. Nothing fancy about her. It's one I take into constellations. You and your ER, Cookie. You and your ER. But that is a freakishly good Charlotte. All right, guys. Everybody go say hi to Mr. Guido. He's talking about who won the patch. He's all impressed with Xeno, so you guys can see what he has to say. And I will get that Hall of Trials video up here before the night is out. Hopefully, knock on wood. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow, do a little raid Shadow Legends on Saturday, and then roll into some Sunday night fights. Thank you guys for being here, for the support, for the subs, the kind words. You guys keep me afloat in this game. I would have packed it up a long time ago, if not for how awesome you guys are. So keep yourself safe, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.